We're finally going to get a remastered version of the RPG classic Chrono Cross from 1999, which appeared on the PS1, which was developed and published by Square Enix. I honestly feel like this is something that should have happened a lot sooner because despite the fact that Square Enix stopped making Chrono games, the demand for a sequel for Chrono Cross has been very high, but Chrono Cross didn't sell too well. It didn't sell nearly as much as Chrono Trigger, which is why the series was discontinued, but I do feel that Chrono Cross is an underrated gem for the PS1 that a lot of people never got a chance to play, considering the fact that it didn't do too well in terms of sales. This game is supposed to be remastered and re-released for Nintendo Switch, and it's supposed to appear on Nintendo Switch on April 7th, so it's this upcoming month, and it's going to be known as the Radical Dreamers Edition, and this version of the game will allow players to turn off encounters that players would have with I guess random enemies during gameplay, and they'll have enhanced soundtrack as well. And I think this game is something that a lot of people are going to be impressed by, especially those who are huge fans of RPG, because Chrono Cross was just one of those games I was a victim of, I guess, being overshadowed, considering the fact that there were so many more popular games for the PS1 during that time period, and I believe 1999 was the same year that Final Fantasy VIII was released, and that was something that was also made by Square Enix. But when it came down to RPGs, Final Fantasy was basically the premier RPG series at that time, and that game came about 2 years after Final Fantasy VII was released back in '97. So obviously Chrono Cross got overshadowed, and it's not surprising because Chrono Trigger got very popular on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. So I honestly feel that if Chrono Cross appeared on the N64 or what have you back in '99, it probably would have stood out more. But we all know that Square Enix was doing business with Sony for the most part during that time period, so Chrono Cross most likely got overshadowed. And I do feel that this game has a potential to do pretty well in terms of sales this year, considering the fact that it's back on a Nintendo-based console. And I do feel that depending on how successful the remastered version of Chrono Cross is on Nintendo Switch, that definitely opens the door for a potential sequel to Chrono Cross, because it would let people who work at Square Enix know that people are still interested in the Chrono series. In fact, a lot of people have been interested in the Chrono series within the past 20 years or so. I'm not sure if that interest has waned since the early 2000s or not, but I do still think that it's cool that we're definitely going to get a remastered version of Chrono Cross from Nintendo Switch.